Hello everybody, this is John Bailey here with my second year in review for the University Honors Program here at the University of Cincinnati. I will start this out with the way that I ended the last one of going over what I would think my new definition of a global citizen scholar is. So I actually just rewatched my year one video in which I said it's a person that goes out and serves locally, nationally, and globally. Obviously, not everyone can go out nationally or globally to serve due to many different things such as travel restrictions, financial restrictions, etc. But we all are able to make an impact, even as local as like your own community, your own apartment, your own home, friends and family. We can all have an impact in some regard. So, I think to me, I would still keep that old definition, but maybe add to it. So, going out and serving doesn't look the same for everybody. So it could be lending a helping hand to somebody. So that your neighbor across the street is moving out, maybe offering to help a hand on loading up their car. Um, if you aren't physically the strongest but have quite a few financials, it might be helping to support a charity or giving financial resources to somebody in need, such as we have a huge homeless population here in Cincinnati. You see it pretty much driving down MLK every day. Like I see on my way to work 3, 4, 5 people out every day, and I buy like a thing of crackers from Sam's, and I always try and keep a few in my car to hand out to people when I see them on the road. Because while I might not be in a financial state to give out money, I am in a financial state where I can buy a big thing of crackers for a relatively fair price for a college student and give people food that need it. So just doing your best to serve in whatever way that you can in whatever community you are able to serve, but always striving to go that like one step farther and think, okay, this year I did this, next year I'm gonna try to do that again, but also add something to it or do something else in addition to it. So we never want to go backwards. We always want to be going forward when we're helping others. So, this past year, I will start out with the big announcement. Haley and I got engaged this past September. We made the official announcement in November. We wanted to wait to be home for Thanksgiving to tell all of our family in person. So, both of our sets of parents knew ahead of time. I asked all four of them, her mom and dad, and my mom and dad. Um, but other than that, I think two other friends knew outside of that little bubble. But no one else knew until November. We made the big announcement at Thanksgiving to my family. We were in Columbus for Thanksgiving. We made. Sorry about that. We made the big announcement to Haley's family in December around Christmas time. They had a big family get together. We did board game night, so everyone knew at that point. We allowed everyone in our family to then go post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media account they would want to. We did our best to make sure everyone stayed quiet up to that point. So we can officially start celebrating that. Um, Other than that, it has still been a big year. I am down to my last year in college this upcoming year. I will officially start student teaching 5 days a week. This past semester, my spring 2024, I was in the classroom 2 times a week at Creekside Middle School, about a half hour, 40-minute drive from here. I was with a wonderful teacher, Sarah Peters, and her intervention specialist, Mrs. White. I got a lot of experience every Tuesday and Thursday. I was in there for 3 to 4 hours every week, closer to that 4 hour mark every week, every Tuesday, Thursday. I was there for fourth period, sixth period, and seventh period, along with lunch and recess. So I got experience teaching eighth grade math, seeing a different teaching style as I was in with a group of lower level learners compared to what I am used to. Not that that is a bad thing, but that's something I reflected on a lot when I was younger. In my primary school, I was pretty much exclusively in honors classes. So it was interesting to see the motivation difference, like the teaching style difference, ways that we help to get students motivated based on whatever they're going to get excited for. So one way Miss Peters did that was for completing homework, you got to add yourself to like a raffle thing, and if you won, you got to pick out a piece of candy or like a free homework pass. So that's one way I never really would have thought about trying to get students motivated. Additionally, I completed 3 honors seminars or experiences, there you go, this past year. 2 my fall semester, fall 2023, and 1 spring semester, spring 2024. Fall semester, I completed an honors seminar, Africa is Not a Country, and another one, Honors English 2089. Honors English 2089, it was a standard English class for me. It definitely got me thinking farther, definitely honed in on my writing skills and reading skills a lot more than any other English class has. Having taken both AP Literature and AP Language in high school, I felt pretty confident going into it. Ended up writing 3 major essays during that. You can see all of those in that experience on my honors profile. And then for Africa is Not a Country, I will go back to Global Citizen Scholar. To add to that definition, making one more knowledgeable on an area that they might not have a lot of knowledge in is also a big part of that. So Africa is Not a Country, we learned about all the different countries of Africa, all 54 to 55, depending on what territories you're taking into account. The thousands of languages, and on top of that, the hundreds and thousands of different lingos and ways of speaking, different tongues. We went into like food, culture, religion, you name it, we talked about it. It was a once a week course, 3-hour block class, Monday nights. It was probably the best course I have taken here at Cincinnati so far. It was, I believe, 10 of us. It might have been up to a dozen in the class, along with Professor McGee. She is a stellar teacher. I took another class with her this past semester. I ended up dropping it just due to my student teaching, and the rest of my schedule sadly did not work out, but that is okay. I am hopeful to get another class with her. If not, I'm excited to stay in contact with her and like keep my knowledge of both Africa and the rest of the world ever growing, because that class really got me excited to, in the future, go that next step, to go internationally and start to serve, because that's something I have not gotten to do. I have really only ever stayed nationally in the United States. And then this past semester, I was an academic coach. I was working usually about 8 to 12 hours a week, doing 8 to 12 different sessions with students. It really depends how many students scheduled that week. But I met with students 1 hour apiece, working on a general topic. So those consisted of things like time management, procrastination, self-care, sleep, you name it. We had a thing for it, study skills, reading. So I would meet with them, see where they currently are, see what their strengths and weaknesses were, and then build up those weaknesses and really add to those strengths to better themselves, not in a specific subject area, but to better themselves throughout all of college. So those were all fantastic opportunities. You have officially completed 4 honors experiences, 1 left, hoping to make student teaching one of those, maybe get another seminar in there. Additionally, Haley and I planned our first vacation this past year. We went down to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge during spring break. It was the first vacation I have taken without the rest of my family. So while it was slightly nerve-wracking, it was also really exciting to have the freedom and flexibility of it. Like, put the vacation in our own hands. We got an Airbnb. We planned the whole thing. It was very exciting, very fun. A good way to end out my last spring break, as I won't get one this upcoming semester with student teaching. Other than that, it has been a fantastic year. 1 year left here at UC. I am excited to keep up with the honors program. I am grateful for Ashley always reaching out. I apologize for not being the one to break the news of our engagement. Haley had to do that. I know when we met, it was virtual. I didn't feel like it was the best way to do it, and at that point, we weren't officially public yet. But I am glad that you got to find out sooner than later. So, once again, this is John Bailey signing off. I hope everyone has a good rest of the summer, or whenever you are watching this, a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.